Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Can everybody hear me? I think this light is a little bit bright. How's that? Is that better, guys? If you can see and hear me clearly, can you just let me know? If you're here, please let me know that you're here. And like the video. We're just going to give it a few moments to let the others join. How's everyone's day been? If you've got friends or family that you feel might benefit from these crossing over sessions, please invite them to join. I feel like we've got some really important messages to pass on. So I'm asking that everybody just likes, shares, and joins. We're not doing it on Facebook. We're doing it on the link on YouTube. For those who are on Facebook that see the Facebook story, I'm going to post the link here for you all, that you can just share it with friends and family. Okay, when we get to 10 people online, we'll start the reading. There's a couple of things that I want to chat to everybody about. So if you want to send me questions, I hope everybody can hear me. If anybody wants to ask questions, after the crossing overs, I will be answering some questions. I will be pulling some cards for some people. Everybody seems to be in quite a doomy, gloomy kind of day today. I'm not, but there's a lot of people that are, and it's quite understandable. So we're sending lots of love and light out to everybody tonight. Yeah, it's pretty chilly. We're entering my favorite time of the year, where we can start putting on our long winter pajamas, and we can start putting on our extra duvets and blankets and that type of stuff. So, yeah, my favorite time of the year. Of course, the people in KZN and other parts of the world don't know what winter is, but us here in the Gauteng region, we do. So let's just give it a few minutes. In the meantime, I'm just going to open up some of the questions that have come through, and the people that are asking for readings as well. My computer is driving me nuts today. It's freezing for the slightest reason, so please bear with me. And if it's kind of freezes, please just hold a moment so that we can reconnect. I'm not quite sure what is going on. I just put it down to my son draining my internet. But yeah, shame, it's not his fault. If you've got friends, welcome everybody. Hello, Simone. Nice to have you with us again. I am also going to be answering questions on the feed. So if you've got questions that you want to be answered, please just tag at Spiritual Abundance, so that it pops to the top of the feed, that I can answer those questions as well. If you've got questions you want answered that are personal, or if you would like a more in-depth reading, I will ask you to please book a reading session with me. I will post the links. They will be available below the video once we're finished. But I would ask you that you would just book a reading with me or with any other reader if you feel led to do that. That we can answer those questions for you. So, yeah. I wanted to talk a little bit about what it means to be a medium. But let's just wait for a couple of people to come on. Okay, I was asked if I do crossing overs for pets. Yes, I do. But crossing overs for pets is done in a very different way. For me, I prefer to do it via a photograph or that type of stuff, because often we've got a lot of our animals have passed. So I prefer to do it on a photograph. So if you want a message from pets as well, please just post a photograph or WhatsApp me a photograph. You can also contact me on WhatsApp on the number on the screen. I will also post the links to the various pages as well. If you'd like to join our WhatsApp group, you will get all the updates and specials and all that type of stuff. So I'm going to post all of that information on the feed as well, and we'll just keep bumping it up as we go along. Like I said, the links are on the feed below, so you can also get it that way. Okay, we're just going to give it a few minutes, guys. If you're here, please give us a little thumbs up, and subscribe to our channel. And then if you want to receive updates when we're going online, if you can just click the little bell button next to the subscribe button. Guys, if you're here, just let me know that you're here, please. I do see some of you online, but if you can just let me know who's here. Okay, to all those that are here, can you see me? Can you hear me? I want to continue with this session. Just try and alter this light a little bit. It's really not working for me tonight. Okay, I think that's the best we're going to get it. How's that, guys? Is that better? Okay, I wanted to start with just touching on what mediums are, and why being a medium is more difficult than being a psychic. I am a psychic medium, along with a whole lot of other things, but you may have heard people talking about they're a psychic or they're a psychic medium, or you may have wondered whether all mediums are psychics and all psychics are mediums. And you may wonder why that is. Can't we all just tune into the deceased the same way we tune into our spirit guides? Well, the answer very simply is no, you can't. Hello, Carmen, welcome. Hi, Simone, welcome. Okay, guys, as I was saying before, if you're here, please let me know you're here. Please give us a thumbs up on the like button or the thumbs down if you don't like us, and click subscribe and that little bell next to it so that you receive updates of when we're going live. If you have any friends or family that may benefit from crossing over or has got loved ones who are departed, please will you ask them to join us on the channel. My spirit guides are telling me that there's a lot of people who are waiting to come through. I've had a very, very, very busy past hour or so meditating and preparing for this. So if you can just bump up the chats and bump up the people that are online. Thank you, Celine. I'm glad you guys can all see me. I am going to leave the WhatsApp channel open. The number is in the feed. It's 062-639-5535. If you want to WhatsApp me with a question, or you can leave a comment in the feed and just tag at Spiritual Abundance so that I see it come up at the top, please. I'm looking for a person with a name that sounds like Susan or Susan. I've got a message for them from a loved one. I feel like it's quite an urgent message regarding a family member. So if there's anybody here or knows of somebody, Susan or Susan, or Suzanne maybe, if you can let me get in touch with them. I've got quite an urgent message. I also feel like there's a man coming through who has recently departed. Things were left quite bad between the spouses, for him and his wife, and there's a message for her as well. I feel coming through. So if you know those two people, if you can let me know, either on WhatsApp or on the feed. If you're here, please just like us and let me know you're here. Okay, so why is it that a medium is not the same as a psychic? Well, here's why. When you're using your psychic abilities, you're utilizing your clairs. That's clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsensitive, claircognizance. You use one or more of those abilities to communicate with your own spirit guides, the ones that have been with you your entire life. Now, if you remember in one of my previous messages, I spoke about spirit guides, and we will be doing a session on spirit guides this coming week. So tapping into your psychic abilities is a capability that every person is born with, and you can develop those psychic abilities the same way you build your muscles. Not everyone does, but everyone is capable. Okay, tuning into your own guides and to your own intuition is easier because your spirit guides are highly attuned to you, and they know how to connect with you. They've been doing it since you were born. But when you try to tune into a deceased individual, you are reaching out to somebody else's spirit guides. and somebody else's spiritual contacts, who you may never have had contact with before. I read for millions. In my lifetime, I've read for millions of people, I think. And you basically are connecting with their spiritual contact. In other words, when a person gets to the other side, they don't magically develop the ability to communicate with living people. That's something they have to figure out, just like we here have to figure out. Some deceased people may be naturally gifted and can reach back through the other and communicate quite easily. For others, it may be more difficult, maybe something they have to practice. When I'm doing a reading for clients and they ask me to communicate with a deceased individual, I have to go looking for that person. Sometimes the spirits are there, they're jumping, ready to jump through, to literally through the ether to the person instantly. But a deceased person is not just sitting there on the other side waiting for someone to contact them or connect with them. So as a medium, I have to find their frequency. I have to call out to them to see if they want to communicate. Some don't, some do. Some people, most people, when they cross or are departed, they are often very quiet for a while. Some generally will not come through very soon after they pass. Others will come through almost immediately. It depends on how they died, how they departed, and where they are on the other side. So once I found them, that deceased person has to be capable of communicating with me using a clair, just like I have to use a clair to tune into the other side. Okay. Not only do I have to tune into their frequency, they have to tune into mine. Okay, I just want to say hello to everybody here. Hello, Neville. Welcome. Hello, Dion. Welcome. Okay, I see some of you are watching on your phones and can't connect on computers. That's fine. You can drop your messages to the WhatsApp number, or those that are online can drop their messages in the box on the side. So when I have to tune into their frequency, they have to tune into mine as well. And we're not best buddies. And most of the people, we've never been friends. I'm only just meeting them for the first time. So sometimes it's a bit awkward for us to find that same frequency, to find that trust between us. Again, with spirit guides, it's different. I can tune into anyone's spirit guides instantly because they're pros at channeling and communicating with the living, and I'm a pro at communicating with the other side. That's not to blow my own trumpet, but I have the ability to communicate with the other side. For deceased people, it's like walking into a studio and trying to turn on a microphone and begin broadcasting when they possibly never done it before. The thought of that terrifies me. So I can just imagine how scary it is for the deceased people as well. For some, it's easy. For others, it's difficult and sometimes impossible. One thing that makes it easier, however, is that oftentimes a spirit guide can help a deceased person communicate. They are like the relay between the psychic and the deceased person. So sometimes when I'm trying to reach a deceased loved one during a reading, the spirit guides will tell me the person is saying to me, and I can relay that to the client. From this side, becoming a medium requires that one further step in skill. You have to be able to search for and lock onto a frequency, and it's not on the list of your favorites. You have to scan for it. If a person is already quite accomplished at being a psychic, they will have a much easier time with mediumship because they know what it feels like to link up with the energy on the other side. Now, in our previous video, we spoke about the energy and everything is energy. And that is what happens on the other side. Everything is energy. But if you cannot reliably tune into a spirit guide, especially your own, you will have a more difficult time, even an impossible time, tuning into the deceased loved one. If you are physically challenged, you may not be out of luck. Sometimes deceased loved ones will reach out to you and make a connection with you. That's a powerful spirit who can do that. They might come to you in a dream and tell you that they're okay or give you some advice. So to sum it up, the reason why mediumship is harder than being a psychic is because deceased people have to learn to communicate energetically with the living. And the psychic has to search for a very specific frequency among a gajillion souls. But a skilled medium can usually find a way to reach the deceased, even if they have to go through a spirit guide relay. Now, with me, I've been a psychic medium for almost all my life. I remember at age 2 talking to people around me. I think I was about 4 when I had my first real conversation with a spirit that had passed, very dear loved one, and I gave my mom a message. It was a very hard message for her to receive from her daughter, but my mom being a psychic medium as well, it was easier for her to receive it, and she found peace in it. A lot of things, there's a lot of reasons why spirits don't come through. One is they're not ready. 2 is you can't find that frequency, or they can't find the frequency. 3, sometimes they just need the time to get to a point where they need to rest. Sometimes they've fought so hard getting to the other side. Quite often those loved ones who have fought a long illness, they don't come through for quite some time. But the longer that somebody has departed, the stronger the message will be, or the connection will be when they do come through. I have, on occasions, I've been in the shopping center and I've had a message for somebody, and I'm not one who likes to approach people in the shopping centers or to open myself up in a shopping center because of the fact that I pick up everybody's energy so quickly. But I have had the occasion where I felt that a spirit was saying to me, hey, this lady needs a message, or I need to get a message to this person, or this cashier, or that manager, or whatever. So one of the greatest gifts, and something that for me determines the difference between various mediums or psychics or whatever, is the psychic medium should never always be tuned in. Okay, I think it's one of the biggest myths that I've seen, and it's often portrayed in the media, especially in the media, that this is kind of the idea that mediums are always open, that they're always walking around with their awareness sort of open, and they're constantly feeling the atmosphere. And yes, as a psychic and as a medium, it's one of the things that from time to time we will do. And one of the things that always makes me laugh is when I tell someone I'm a medium, they go, oh, do you feel something for me around me? Or is there a message for me? Or what are you picking up around me? Like, seriously, I can't tell you how many times I've been in the shops, at schools, and in the bar, or whatever, and people have come and said, have you got a message for me? What do you see? So the reality is, the expectation that mediums always open, but reality is they're not. In fact, it's crucial for a medium to develop the ability to turn it off and on. Much like you would turn a radio on and off. If we had to be open all the time, we are opening ourselves up for a lot of serious trouble. So what does it mean to be open? There's a lot of varying levels of awareness within different people and their mediumistic awareness. So there's going to be some people who are more sensitive. There's going to be those that are sort of work at it a little bit more. However, both need to learn to tune in and turn off or on. So you need to tune in and tune out. In other words, when you're in a normal waking life, so in our everyday life, you don't want to be attuning to the atmosphere around you and having all these spirits jumping through to talk to you. It'll drive you crazy. You need to be living your life here on earth as you are supposed to. You need to be experiencing everything that's happening here in the real way. So when a medium needs to learn to do this is when it's the right moment to open the awareness to become sensitive to the spirit. Now, it does happen that occasionally you may feel the presence of a spirit when you're not necessarily working or in the mode of giving a reading. Sure, that can and does happen. However, it's the responsibility of a medium to know when that's appropriate and when it's not. One of my biggest pet peeves is what I've called dripping taps. Those people that go, oh, I feel this and oh, I feel that, and like in everything, I feel this all the time. Constantly. That is not the way to be, and generally I found this to be normally in a few mediums, in new mediums and medium wannabes. Part of the reason that it can and does lead to poor discernment, not realizing what is spirit and what is just your brain thinking. No, your brain is not spirit, and spirit is not your brain. It is so important for a medium to be able to discern those two things. So mediums are not always open. Okay, if they are, and they are saying that they are, I would be really concerned, because that's not how people live, and that's not how mediums should go about things either. It's taxing energetically, to say the least, and it's just poor ethics to be going around just feeding into everybody's stuff. It's like walking in the shopping center and kind of like getting into somebody's space to see what's going on in their life. Just seriously, it's not great. So no, mediums are not constantly feeding and picking up things. You turn it on, you turn it off. That's the responsibility of a medium. And if a medium is not doing that, then I would tend to step out of my zone here and say that it's totally unacceptable principle. On top of that, it's also extremely dangerous, spiritually speaking, to leave yourself open spiritually like that, as other spirits and entities can enter your space, and that's of the people around you. And that is not something that any of us want around us. The second thing that I wanted to talk about was kind of the way that we do readings, the way that I connect with spirit, the way that spirit gives me messages. All of us are different. All of us have the ability to hear, see, smell, taste, feel, sense. Sometimes we see video clips, sometimes we see pictures, sometimes we see the spirits themselves. When I first started doing mediumship, as an older person, when I was a younger person, I used to see these spirits in my room, and I used to see these spirits wherever I was. And sometimes they came through as not so nice looking spirits. And I call them the haunted spirits, because they look like Freddy Krueger. kind of spirits, and they scared me. And one day when I was meditating, I think I was about 16 years old, and I said to my spirit guides, I don't like this. I used to get so anxious about it, and I used to get so scared about it, and I used to feel like I don't want to go there because it scares me. And my spirit guides said to me, well, close it. So from that moment on, I said, I don't want to see the bad stuff. I don't want to see the negative stuff. I don't want to see the stuff that horror movies are made of. Sometimes when I'm doing a psychic investigation, or I'm helping the police and around the world with the investigation, sometimes I do feel like I need to see exactly what's gone on. And sometimes I am shown those Freddy Krueger type of situations, but it's the exception rather than the rule. I choose to see positive. I choose to see the positive spirits. I choose to bring positive messages. As I've said before, if I've got a negative message, it's because you've got a lesson to learn, or there's a lesson that's going to come out of it, or you need to know it because it's going to serve you a purpose. I'm not going to bring you the details of your departed loved ones and exactly how they died and all those things that I see. It doesn't serve anybody any purpose, and I don't believe it does anybody any good. So starting, I think we're going to start through the readings, and I'm going to start with a couple of cards for people. I've kind of combined this with a post that I put on our Facebook page this morning, asking how everybody was. And I asked in my message, I said, good morning, everyone. How are you all doing? I want to know how every single one of you are doing. I don't want to go onto the coronavirus and all that nonsense that comes along with it, because I'm in a good place today. And I feel like this is positive. I've got this positive feel about me, and I've got positive messages to bring. So we're not going to go on to the C word or the numbers word or anything like that. I'm going to go into some cards for some of the people on the channel, and then we're going to do some readings. If you're here and you've just joined us, welcome. We are talking about mediumship and crossing overs. We're going to do a couple of crossing overs shortly. We're also going to do some cards for some people on the Facebook page that seem to be having a really, really hard time today. And I just felt that Spirit was saying to me, they just need a little bit of encouragement and a little bit of help along the way. So we have got the WhatsApp channel open. If you want to connect with us, the number is 062 639 5535. So you can contact us on there. Okay, Simone sent me a picture of her beautiful woof. His name is Snoopy. And Simone, what I want you to know is Snoopy comes through first of all, when animals go, I believe they all go over the Rainbow Bridge. Okay, there's lots of doggy treats, there's lots of everything there. And doesn't matter how they pass or what caused them to pass, when a spirit passes over, and I am a firm believer in our animals also are spirits. There are a lot of other people who will disagree with me. However, I believe that our spirits, our animals, go to the same place that people go to. Okay, I know this because in a lot of my crossing overs, the pets are there with the people. So unless people go over the Rainbow Bridge as well, they all go to the same place. It all leads to the same place. So Simone asked whether her dog Snoopy is okay, and if it was meant for him to go, or if she could have saved him the night of his passing, if she's to blame. Simone, I want you to know that Snoopy's spirit comes through as a complete dog. I don't believe that there's anything he could have done to prevent his passing. I feel it was his time, as with most people who pass naturally. Okay, I feel like when people get to, sometimes when people get to a point in their lives, a lot of people give up. This is not talking about those that are murdered or commit suicide or anything like that. This is talking about people who have been sick for a long time, who've got underlying illnesses, and all that type of stuff. So I do feel like his passing was quite quick. Was it in an accident, or did he get very sick and he died very suddenly? It was like he was here and then he was gone. I almost feel like it was a car accident and he was taken to the vet, or he was very ill and he was taken to the vet. But Snoopy is fine. He's whole in body. And did he have a favorite toy? I'm being shown a toy here, like a I don't know if it's a bone or a rolled up blanket or a rope or something along those lines. Did Snoopy have a favorite toy, or a toy that he played with, or maybe slept with? I feel like he's showing me this, but the spirit is saying it was not your fault. There's nothing you could have done. You could not have done anything to change that. Okay. Okay, I think let's start with some of the cards for the people on the chat. Okay. Okay, before we continue, I want to show you my gorgeous, gorgeous babies. So this is my Archangel Raphael. Hope you can all see it. And he's here with me tonight. And he's very special to me today. And then I have my gorgeous, gorgeous Archangel Michael. I mean, seriously, who wouldn't love that? So what I feel like is, okay, Simone, thank you for that. Just know that Snoopy is fine, he's happy, and he's with you. I feel like he's one of your spirit guides. He comes through as one of those that you feel around you a lot. You might even feel like a wet nose sometimes on your leg or your hand, and you think like, where the hang did that come from? So I feel like he's with you a lot. I get a sense of, especially when you're in the car, or sitting on a specific couch. I feel like he kind of like a couch or a bed type thing. I'm feeling like he kind of used to snuggle up next to you, and put his head like kind of, if he could have got his head inside you, he would have got his head inside you, kind of thing. So yeah, he's just showing me that he's fine and he's with you. Guys, if you just joined us, welcome. Ask you to please like and subscribe and share our channel. If you know somebody who has got a loved one that has passed, or friends or family that you know have got loved ones who've passed and they want messages, please get them to join us. We are looking for a Susan, Susan, or Suzanne. I have a message for them. Also, I have got a message for somebody whose spouse has recently passed, whose husband has recently passed, and things ended quite badly before he passed. So if you can just, if anybody knows of those people, please get them to get in contact with me. It's not something I can share on this channel. It's not the right channel for it. But if you can ask those people, Susan, Susan, or Suzanne, to get in contact with me, there's an important message for them. I'm also getting a Teresa. Is there Teresa? Does anybody know of a Teresa, or Teresa who's lost someone, or Teresa who has passed in the family? I feel like it could have been suicide. Okay, guys, if you're here, if you could just let me know you're here. If you've got questions, please just pop the questions onto the chat on the right-hand side. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel. You can also pop a button on the right-hand side of the subscribe. It's a little bell. And then when we go live, or we've got upcoming live sessions, it will notify you of that. Please also share our Facebook page, Instagram page, and web page. We are busy doing some quite exciting stuff with our web page. So, yeah, if you... Okay, Celine says she knows Teresa. Okay, let's see. Okay. Okay, if anybody wants to know what I'm holding in my hand, it is my clear quartz crystal, and it helps me to channel in and to focus directly on my channeling, or on my crossing overs. Clear quartz, of course, is your most powerful crystal, and definitely a must-have. You'll see I'm also wearing my clear quartz as well. Very, very powerful stone. Clears and amplifies everything. So, yeah, we are busy loading on our website the new range of crystal jewelry, crystals, crystal pendants, bangles. We've also got a whole range of the oracle cards, and a whole lot of other stuff that's currently being loaded. So we will be loading that for you guys for the most beautiful, beautiful stuff coming up. If you've just joined us, please let me know you're here. Thank you for joining us. Please like, subscribe, and share. Remember also that we are giving away a 30-minute crossing over, or a 30-minute psychic reading. That can be any of the readings: numerology, astrology, psychic readings, crossing over readings, or a mix of everything. Hello, Lisa. Welcome. Glad to have you with us. If you have anybody who has passed, or know of anybody who has passed, or know of anybody who needs messages from somebody who has passed, please share the link with them. If they can't get onto YouTube now, they can contact us on our cell phone number on WhatsApp, and we will do our best to, I will do my best with my guides and my beautiful spirit guides and spirit and guardian angels. We will try and connect with them. Remember also that it is not a given that your loved ones will come through, or that the ones that you want to come through will come through. Very often somebody will ask, can you connect with my mom, and grandpa and granny and auntie and uncle and brother and sister will come through, and mom doesn't come through. So yeah, you need to be open to the spirits that need to give you a message or need to bring you closure. That is what they're here for. Okay, so I'm going to just have a sip of my hot chocolate, which is now not hot anymore. And I'm going to go to our Facebook page. I feel drawn to a couple of people here that are not doing very, very well during this lockdown. And I feel like we just need to boost up some energy here. Actually, no, we're not. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Spirit just said to me, not on this feed. It's okay, so I don't want to bring any negativity into this feed. I feel like Celine, I don't feel like that Teresa is the one that I'm looking for. I don't feel the connection there, but I will look into that further. Guys, if you've just joined us, I'm looking for a Susan or Suzanne, and somebody who has just lost their husband as well, and there was a big fight, and things didn't end so great there. I'm looking for that person to contact me privately. I've got a message for those two people, but I will not put it onto this channel, as I feel that it is part of an ongoing investigation, and I'm not obliged to reveal things like that. I will not compromise the investigation, nor will I reveal it until it has been investigated fully. So yes, okay, I have got Lisa here, who is asking, this will just stay open. Okay, I've got Lisa here who is asking whether her mom whether her mom is okay, and if she was with her dad. Lisa, I do feel like this is a situation of a divorce. I feel like your dad passed during a very, very bad divorce, and your mom felt guilty for what happened, even though it wasn't her fault. I feel like she feels like she was guilty for his death. Okay, I feel like I'm getting a head trauma like this in the front of my head. I feel like he has I taste blood, so that to me tells me it was it was either suicide or it was a murder. I'm not sure what that comes through as, but I'm tasting blood, and I have this on the front of my head, almost like I've been hit on the front of my head here. It's like a shattering, like my head is smashed. So I don't know if that is coming from the impact of a windscreen or the impact of something hitting the front of his head. But I feel like if it was a murder, the person was known to him. But if it was a car accident, I feel like he may have committed suicide himself. I'm feeling that. I also get quite a tight chest and a choking feeling in my neck, which is telling me that I was battling to breathe, that he was battling to breathe. So it could have been that he was in an accident. I do believe it was a self-inflicted accident, if it was an accident. I don't know if you can just confirm that for me. But otherwise, I feel like it's a blow to the head by somebody or something. Okay, your mum is with him. Your mum wants you to know that she is okay. Things are fine between them. One of the amazing things about passing over and the crossing overs I've done is even the people that hated each other on this side, everybody loves each other on the other side. And we are the ones who are sitting here like going, WTF. You guys fought all your lives this side, and there that side, you are like best buddies. But that's spirit. So yeah, I just want you to know that your mom and dad are fine. They're talking to me about a sibling, a Sean. I'm feeling like there's a Sean. If you have a brother, Sean, or a relative, Sean, can you just confirm that for me? Okay, thanks, Lisa. Okay, so Sean is Lisa's brother, and the message for Sean is there's nothing you could have done. Don't stop blaming yourself. Stop beating yourself up. Your mum says it was her time to go, and she's at peace. And although she didn't have the time, she wasn't able to communicate her last bit, or you weren't able to communicate what you had to say. She was saying it's okay, and she's saying to you that she loves you and she appreciates everything you did for her. Both Lisa and Sean, your parents, are saying they're so proud of you. And you may have just gone cold. I've gone goosebumps all over. That is your parents' spirits passing through you as they confirm and acknowledge it's them. Okay. Is there anybody else with questions regarding crossing overs? Let's look here. Okay, I've got a pain that's going across my lower back. I feel like there's somebody who died with a lower back pain. It's like the back was broken, or the coccyx was broken, and the legs went numb. If there's anybody here that knows or is here with that, if you can let me know. I feel like it's a coccyx, more the coccyx than anything else that was broken. I feel like it was an accident, or it was made to look like an accident. I also feel like there's a Danny or a Manny or a I don't want to say Fanny, but that type of name coming through. They've got a message they want to bring. And this is one of the reasons why, as I said to you earlier, we as psychic mediums have to really turn on and off because it'll drive us crazy. But I feel like when I was meditating and prepping, doing protection and stuff before this, I felt that there was quite a few spirits that were needing to come through to make some stuff clear to people on this side. Lisa, you're talking about baby, perhaps? No, I don't feel like it's the name baby. It's Manny or Danny or Fanny or that kind of thing. Do you have a loved one that you're wanting to connect with? I feel like there could be a a husband or a spouse of yours that maybe called you baby, and I feel like maybe there's or a parent, possibly a parent, somebody slightly older than you. You just confirm that. Okay. No, Lisa, I don't pick that up, but I will try and connect with your grandmother in a moment. Regini, I've received your message. I will check for you now. Lisa, did your grandmother die of something to do with the chest or the lungs? I'm feeling like a very, very strong tightness around my chest and lungs, almost like I'm gasping for breath. Feel like I'm being constricted. Okay, thanks for that confirmation. I feel like her death was premature. Although she was getting on in age, I feel like her death was premature. She wasn't ready to go. And she feels like she's missed so much. She's such a bubbly soul. She's such an amazing energy. Wow. And I feel like she's saying to you, did you have you got a child? Have you given birth? Because I feel like she's saying something about the birth. Something about a birth. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. She's referring to baby as being auntie baby. So it's not the physical birth, but everybody called her baby or auntie baby or whatever. And she's referring. She was an amazing personality. And she kind of babied everybody. Kind of made sure that everybody was okay. Everybody but herself. To and fro, but she wasn't resting. And I feel she is now she's now resting. I feel like she is now at peace, and I feel that she wants to honor. Is your mom around still? Because I feel like she's saying to me she wants to honor your mom for the amazing job she's done with her children or her family. I feel like Auntie Baby was like the life and soul of the family. I feel like she was kind of like the glue that held the family together, and she was like she didn't like any friction between any of the family members. So she was like always sorting out if there was anything going on around. She was always the one who was sorting that out and making sure that everybody was happy with everybody. But she says, thank you, thank you, thank you. And she sends much love and many, many blessings. And she wants you all to know that she loves you and she's always with you. I feel like you felt her for a long time and then she kind of disappeared. But what she's saying is she's still around you. She's just in a different realm. So you don't feel her the same way as you felt her when she passed over. Okay, and I believe you may have just felt yourself grow goosebumps, and that is her passing through you to acknowledge that she is with you. Very often when Spirit wants to acknowledge something, or when they want to confirm something for us, the people we're reading for, the people in the audience as such, many of them who get messages will get a spirit passing through them, and they'll go goosebumps, or they'll get the chills, or they'll get shivers. A lot of people say, oh, who walked over your grave? But it's actually the spirit passing through you to let you know that they are there. That's not to say that in the middle of winter when your lips are blue and you're jittering, that and you have goosebumps from head to toe, that your spirits are moving through you. Okay, I've got a message from Regina here, with a picture of her dad. Okay, and I'm going to, Regina, is it okay if I show the picture on the feed? And just let me know, because I like for people to see who we are communicating with where we can, especially if it's coming from a photograph. You can just confirm again if it's okay to show the picture. Okay, people, one thing that I've learned over the years is people are very sensitive to their departed loved ones, and me having my mum and my grandfather and my husband there on the other side, I know it brings up a lot of memories and a lot of heartache sometimes for us. And so, okay, thank you, Regina. Okay, I'm going to be I'm going to be trying to get a message for Regina. This is her dad that passed. And thank you, Regina. Appreciate that. Okay, Regina wants to know if her dad has got a message for her as he passed 11 years ago. Regina, I feel like your dad passed very quickly. I feel like it was a premature death. I feel like he didn't have an opportunity to say goodbye to anybody. It's like, oh, there's always a lot there. It's like he has, he was here one moment and he was gone the next. And it might have been that he was kind of, I almost feel like it was a very premature death. And I almost feel like I'm being gagged, like I've got this thing over my mouth and I'm being gagged from talking. I feel like I'm being choked, and I can't speak out. I can't shout. I can't say anything. I feel like it's like a blow to my chest. It's like a blow to my chest. Regina, was he in a coma or unconscious for a time? Because I get this incredible head pain, like my whole head is in, it feels like I've got a cap on, and it's been pushed, it's been pressurized, and that generally for me shows that it's a coma where they've got all the machines on your head. So if you can just confirm for me or let me know. If you just joined us, welcome everybody. If you've got questions you want answered, or if you've got somebody who has crossed, or know somebody who has crossed, or know somebody who knows somebody who's crossed, and they want a message from their loved ones, we'll do our best to connect. Okay, Regina, you had kidney failure. Okay, ultimately kidney failure would result in renal failure, which is all the organs shutting down. So it's very possible that at a point his brain shut down. and that is the pressure that I'm feeling on my head. But I feel like this pressure filling, yeah, like water filling my lungs, like pressure. It's pushing hard. It's not a heart attack. It's not a. I don't feel like it's pneumonia, but I do feel like it's liquid. It's building up and 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 until it comes to here, and then I've got so much water here that I can't speak, and I'm almost being gagged. So that's what I'm feeling. I'm also feeling at the back here, my kidney area. I'm feeling that there's an incredible pain there. And if he was in dialysis or had to have dialysis, I feel that is the pain that he was feeling in his back when he died. That he had incredible pain in his back. He's not the type of man who ever complained about anything. He comes across as the most amazing dad. He would do anything for his kids. And he wants you to know that although he had to depart early, it was before his time. He wants to know that he wants you to know that he's at peace now. Regina, did you leave your mom behind? Is your mom still with you? Okay, for those of you who have just joined us, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Okay, Regina, I have a message for your mom. Your dad is saying thank you for everything that she did for him. I don't know if he was. I also see. Were you at the hospital when he died? Because I kind of see somebody bending over and kissing him on his forehead. And I feel like somebody's holding his hand, like clasped like this, like it's holding hands. Okay. Regina, I'm feeling like your dad has a message for your mom in terms of I do see that she is very sick, and he wants her to know that she's got this. Whatever I feel like there's something with her heart. I also feel like there's something with respiratory, and it could be cancer or something along those lines, some blood disorder or something like that. But I feel like she is in a very sickly state, and I feel like he's saying it's okay to go. I feel like your mom is hanging on for you girls and you and your sister, and I feel like I feel like he's saying it's okay, everything will be all right. He wants to say thank you to her for everything that she did for him. He wants to thank you and your sister for everything you did and for being there for him always. I get a very strong bond coming through between the three of you, and not your mom, but your dad, and the two of you. I feel like there was like you were intertwined. Not to say that your mom wasn't part of that, but I feel like you guys and your dad had a very special connection. And I feel like you feel him, although you celebrate. So I feel like you celebrate his death annually, or celebrate his memory annually. I feel like you kind of still haven't let go, and he's saying it's okay to let go because he is okay. He is fine. He is healthy. He is whole. And that's one of the big things when people go to the other side is they become whole. It doesn't matter what's happened to them this side. They become whole on that side. And he is fine. And he wants your mum to know that he is fine as well. and everything will be fine. Did he have a special? I'm getting writing. I'm getting him writing something. Did he write in his diary, or did he write? Was he a doctor, or somebody that, or a professor or something that wrote a lot? Because he's showing me a pen and he's writing. Hello, Tanya, welcome. Okay, I'm getting him that he's writing furiously, like long stories. But I feel like he's writing on small pads, but there's a lot, or small book. He's showing me the small book. Did he write, or did he, what is it? Okay, I feel like it could be prescriptions or reports or something to that effect. I'm just being shown this writing, and these books or papers. So I don't pick up what profession he was in, but I do feel okay. He was writing to try. Okay, Regina sends a message here to say he was trying to write to tell us something in the last stages, but he couldn't. Okay, this is what he's showing me. He's writing, but nobody is listening. Nobody is understanding. It's not that you're not listening, it's just that you cannot understand it. It's like it was all garbled. And I'm seeing like this, that's almost like if you pour food coloring all together, kind of into a container, and it just like go blah. I feel like that's the kind of feeling that you had, that you couldn't get his last wishes or his last words out. Hello, Positive for Life, welcome. Okay, Regina, I hope that makes sense. I hope that you and your family can find peace and closure and just know that he is fine. Okay, he sends much love and many, many blessings. And he's acknowledging an annual event. He's acknowledging an annual event. So whatever you guys are doing, I feel like there's something coming up. That something is coming up or has just come up. I feel like there's a family affair that's going to happen, where all the family is going to come together, and just know that he is there and he will be there. Okay. Welcome, Lucy. Thank you for joining us. Okay. For all those that have just joined us, welcome. Thank you for joining us. We're doing crossing overs here tonight, a couple of them. We are going to be doing messages on another feed later this evening. So yes, Lucy, you may definitely ask questions. A question regarding your loved ones. If you're posting a question, please could I ask if you just go at Spiritual Abundance so that it pops to the top of my screen. Otherwise, I have to scroll through all the messages. Okay, Tanya, my mom passed and we still don't know how. Tanya, I feel like your mom's death was premature. I feel like she passed before her time, and she passed very suddenly. I feel like there's a cover up here. I feel like there's something being covered up. Spirit is showing me it's covering. I feel like there's other misdiagnosis or a mismedication coming through here. I feel like she ultimately died of an aneurysm or a heart attack, or a heart attack that came on because of the aneurysm, or the aneurysm that came on because of the heart attack. But I've got the head and I've got the heart. And I feel like something through the blood. I feel like there's clotting. But the doctors have missed that. When they did the postmortem, they just put it down to heart attack, or pneumonia. I feel like it could have been diagnosed with pneumonia. But I want you to know that she's fine. I feel like she has. Did you get a piece of jewelry? I'm seeing a jewelry box. I'm seeing a piece of jewelry. Did any of you get any of her jewelry? And do any of you wear any of her jewelry? Because she's showing me this jewelry. She's showing me this. She didn't have a lot of jewelry, but I feel like she's showing me this bunch of jewelry. And a lot of it you might feel is not valuable. And it's like, geez, Mom, I would never wear that kind of thing. But there's something that somebody is wearing of your mom's. And she wants to acknowledge that she knows about that. Okay, thanks, Tanya. Okay. Okay, Tanya, I don't believe that the cross was lost. I believe it was stolen. I feel like it was stolen. And who's the person who wears her watch? Because she's going like this to me. She's going like this to me. I feel like she's saying to me that the cross was actually stolen. I believe that there was a chain, and the cross was stolen from that, or the whole chain was stolen. Was she in a hospital? I feel like it's one of the nurses or nursing staff or carers that have stolen this from you guys. But who wears a watch? Okay, you keep it in your drawer. She wants you to wear the watch. She says that you're not very good at keeping time. Okay, Tanya, thanks for those messages. She died at home. I found her body. Tanya, what was the cause of death? What do they rule it as the cause of death? I feel like it was not what happened. I feel like the cross, she's definitely showing me the cross was stolen, but I don't feel that it was at the time of her death. I feel like it was before she died. She tells me that you are not very good at keeping time, so you need to wear the watch. And she laughs. Tanya, do you feel that there was something more to this? Because I'm getting that there's something more to this than just the death. It was definitely a premature death. I don't feel like it was of natural causes. I think that something has caused the death. I feel like maybe a home invasion or a what's it? Okay, Tanya. Tanya, can you please WhatsApp me your number? I need to talk to you regarding this. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk online about this. I need to talk to you personally regarding this. So if you can please just WhatsApp me, and after this feed, I will come back to you on this. Okay. All right. Yeah, Tanya, if you can just contact me Okay, thanks. I have your number here. I will contact you after this feed. Okay, Lucy, positive life. I would love a message from my grandma B from what she wants to tell me that's coming up. Okay. Grandma B is showing me a celebration. Is there a wedding, or is there a birth coming up? Or is there an anniversary of something coming up? A birthday, an anniversary, or some sort of celebration. She's showing me that there's an event where everyone is going to be present, or the family is kind of coming together to celebrate something. And I feel like it's birthdays that are all together, or maybe within a couple of days of each other, or her birthday. If you can just confirm that for me. Okay, the event is for her birthdays. Okay, she's acknowledging that. She's showing me this incredibly beautiful cake. I feel like she used to love to bake, and she wasn't like the kind of granny that used to bake just like the normal cake. I feel like she always used to go the extra mile in terms of baking, because I'm seeing here is this huge cake. I think that you've got a big family, because she's showing me this big cake. You probably can't see it on the screen, but this is a big cake. And it's layers of buttercream and layers of chocolate and vanilla and buttercream in between with chocolate. And I'm seeing lots of chocolate. I think she loved chocolate. Or somebody in the family loves chocolate, because I feel like she's saying this is because this person loved chocolate so much. And I'm seeing this cake that's drizzled with chocolate as well. And these great celebrations. I'm seeing balloons, and I'm seeing candles, and I'm seeing those confetti things that you throw on the tables. And I'm seeing balloons being popped by younger people in the family, and it's like they're shrieking with laughter that they pop the balloons. So I don't know if these children that are their grandchildren or great-grandchildren that are going to be at the birthday, but I feel like the balloons are going to pop and they're going to shriek with laughter. Granny B is fine. She says that you feel her in the little things that you do. She also shows me that she plays games, and I feel like it's something to do with in your bathroom. It's like if I put my lipstick here, or if I put my perfume there, or if I put my toothbrush there, it's just somewhere else where I would not normally put it. Or if I put up something in my bag, or I think I put it in my bag, I'll find it somewhere else. And she laughs. She's laughing. So she kind of is showing me that you will acknowledge that and respond with that. Okay, thanks for that confirmation. She's showing me that she was it a sudden death? Sudden, I mean, within a year, 6 months to a year. I feel like she was sick, but at a point she wasn't. I don't feel like she told everybody everything that was going on. I feel like she had some sort of something to do with the intestines. Something to do with the intestines. A cancer of some sort. The upper going down this side. Okay, colon cancer. Thank you for that. I feel like she didn't tell your mom until almost right at the end. I feel like she didn't want to cause any unnecessary harm emotionally. Um, she was such a bubbly person, and kind of had it. She's kind of one of those ladies that like had the tea and like yeah, tea and scones type of lady, like my gran was, and she loved life, and you could see that by the way she lived, but I feel like she only told your mom like right towards the end stages of her cancer. I feel like um, I feel like she'd had it for about 3 to 5 years before that, and she'd had treatment, but hadn't told anybody about it. Or she was trying to treat it, but it got to the point where she had to tell somebody. Okay. She says although she had to go, she was ready to go, and she is at peace and she is happy, and she wants your mom to receive a message from her to say thank you for everything she did for her. I feel like your mom did everything for your gran in the last while, and she made it known to everybody that she was tired and she was ready to go. She'd made her peace, but know that she is with you at all times. She is one of your spirit guides, and you may feel her around you a lot. At this moment, you may feel her pass through you to acknowledge that she is here and she is bringing you these messages. So your mom needs to know that she says thank you very much. Okay. I do get an older gentleman that's with her, and I feel like it's a grandpa or a great grandpa. So it would be your grandpa or your grand's grandpa. Okay, but it's okay, your grandpa. Did your grandpa pass before her? Because I feel like he's saying to me he came over to fetch her and took her back. And oh my word, what a beautiful couple they are. Okay. What he says to me is he was ready for her to go, and she came over to fetch him. Okay, but your mom has massive regrets. Okay, so they are saying to me, your mom needs to release it and let it go. It wasn't her fault. Okay, I feel like your grandpa died of something to the chest. Something to the chest. Like a heart attack or a stroke. Okay, sorry, there's lung cancer. Okay, because it's definitely something to do with my chest. Okay, they both send so much love and so many blessings, and they want you to know, and they want a message to be passed on to the family that they love everybody and they are always with them. Every member of the family has them with them. And I feel that at this birthday celebration where you're all coming together, I feel like they saying that you're going to acknowledge them and just know that they are going to be with you at that celebration. So lift that glass of champagne or lift a coffee mug and toast them, because they will be there with you. Okay. I hope that brings some closure for you and some clarity, positive life. Okay, Carmen. If those who've just joined, welcome. It's lovely to have you with us. We're doing crossing overs this evening. We're only going to go for a little while longer, as long as Spirit keeps telling me to. If you haven't already, please like, subscribe, and share to the friends and loved ones that have lost loved ones or friends and family. The links are here in the feed, the WhatsApp number, as well as I will post the feeds below the video for our Facebook page, our WhatsApp, our Instagram. They're all under Spiritual Abundance on Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, as well as on YouTube. So if you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe, and hit that like button and that little bell next to it so you can receive our notifications. Positive Love, it's only my pleasure. And I'm only a channel, and I'm only used by spirits to pass the messages on. But it's my absolute pleasure and I'm honored to be able to bring the messages to you. Okay. Carmen. Okay, Lucy, I do see your message. I will be with you in a moment. Carmen, do you maybe have a message for me from Aunt Judy? Okay. Carmen, I'm picking up two people coming through for you. I feel like she's passed suddenly. I feel like it was a very sudden passing. Like she wasn't ready to go. Sure, there's so many of those today. Like it wasn't her time to go. I'm feeling like there was like a here today, gone tomorrow, kind of thing. Where it was very sudden, very unexpected, and there possibly was a lot of questions around it, kind of questions surrounding her health or her or what happened. Can you just let me know on that one? Observation of that. Okay, for those who've WhatsApp questions non-related to crossing overs, I will respond to you on WhatsApp after this. We will go live on another feed after this, I'm told, by Spirit, to answer questions and to just give some motivation and guidance to the people on the feed that have had kind of a really crap day. So I think we're going to be here for a while. Okay. Okay, Carmen, thank you for that. I feel like the cancer had spread throughout. Hello, Jedmara. Thanks for joining us. Carmen, I feel like the cancer had spread through her lymphatic system, and it was her body was basically riddled with the cancer. And I feel like it was very fast. You say she was diagnosed in October and she died in February, and it was very fast. I do feel like it was misdiagnosed in the beginning, kind of like the doctor thought maybe, well, if whatever, and didn't really take it seriously. I believe that there was tests that were run that weren't conclusive, and it was just like kind of pushed to the side. I'm seeing papers, and it's just kind of like put it in file 13 kind of thing until it got to a point where they had to acknowledge that there was a problem. I feel like she had it for a couple of years before she was actually diagnosed, but didn't tell anybody about it. I feel like it's kind of a case of not to hurt or upset anybody in the family, not to make anybody worry. I feel like she was a very proud lady, also kind of a lady with a tea and scones or tea and cucumber sandwiches type of lady. and she didn't want to be a burden on anybody. And that is why she didn't tell anybody about it until October, where she knew that she was terminal and she didn't have long to go. I believe that she was, however, at peace. She shows me that she's at peace, that she passed, but she's telling me that there's things that people in the family are regretting something, and it's feeling like I'm being blocked from talking, almost as though some people in the family didn't have an opportunity to say goodbye. Or I feel like there was maybe a rift in the family between somebody and her, or somebody and somebody, and because of that, they didn't go and say their goodbyes, or couldn't get to say their goodbyes. And I'm feeling like she's saying to me, she has no regrets, although it was premature for her to go. She was ready. Okay, she sends loads and loads of love. I feel like she's sending love to your mom. I don't know if your mom is still here or if she's showing me that your mom is with her, but I feel like she's sending a huge amount of love to your mom. Did your mom have a lot to do with her in her last days? Because I feel like she's acknowledging that. Hello, Ada, welcome. Okay, all right. Carmen, the message is then for you. You didn't get to say goodbye. And yes, I do feel your mommy energy with her. Your mom is not, however, not stepping forward. I feel like there's something about your mom's passing that was quite traumatic, or was unresolved. And she's not stepping forward to talk to me. She's not. She's there. I'm seeing your aunt and I'm seeing her. They're on the same level spiritually. But your aunt is there and she's talking and communicating. But your mom is just there. And I feel like it's your mom's not ready to. She's not resting sufficiently yet. And that's generally due to a very traumatic death or a passing that is way too soon that they spirit needs to process. So I feel like that is, but they are together. Okay, I feel like she was saying to me that your mom crossed to fetch her the day she died, but your mom visited you just before that in a dream. I feel like she came to you in a dream just before or just after your aunt's passing. Does that make any sense to you? For those who've just joined us, welcome. If you haven't liked, subscribed, and shared, please do so. There's a little button underneath that goes thumbs up or thumbs down. Please do the one for thumbs up. And click the little bell next to the subscribe button. You'll be advised of all of our live feeds and our videos we post. If you haven't joined our Facebook page or group, please do so. Our Instagram as well. All right. Okay. So Carmen, your mom came to you in a dream before your aunt died. Okay, that for you is confirmation that she was there and she was coming to take your aunt with. Just know that they are both fine and that they are both at peace. I do feel, however, that your mom does have some unresolved stuff that she's working through, but she will soon come to you in a dream or in a vision or with a message. And she's saying to me, don't be scared. I don't know what that means, but she's saying to me, don't be scared. Don't be afraid. She's saying to me something about don't be afraid of making the decision that you're going to make or wanting to make. I feel like you've got a choice to make, and I'm feeling decision. Although you don't want to make the choice or decision, she's saying to me, don't be afraid. Okay, I hope that makes sense to you. Okay. Okay, if you join us on our next feed, we will be discussing questions and answers. So if you just watch, we'll post a link shortly in the feed for the questions, or you can go onto our Facebook page and post a question there, or send me a WhatsApp, and I will try and answer your questions on the next feed. Okay, Ada, can you just let me know who you would like a message from? If it is a general reading, please post on the page. I feel like there's somebody who's, I've got, my nose feels like it's running, and I feel like somebody has or may have contracted this coronavirus. So if anybody knows of somebody who has it or has contracted it, then please just send me a message. I feel like they need some healing to be sent to them. So I'm feeling like I'm really blocked, and I'm feeling like I'm grasping. So if you know anybody who has corona or has contracted it or is very ill with other underlying conditions where they are blocked and they can breathe, I'm always feeling like I've got a respirator on, and that oxygen is making my nose water. Okay, that's how I'm feeling. So it could be somebody that's already passed, but that's how I'm feeling. So if anybody knows of somebody like that, please let me know. Okay, Ada, your mother, I feel she has passed long before her time. I feel like she wasn't ready to go. I'm almost getting the sense that it's an unresolved thing. Nobody kind of really knows why she died. Nobody's really diagnosed or been able to pinpoint exactly what the cause was. They think it was something, but they're not sure. And there's no definitive answer on that. Can you just confirm that for me? Thank you guys for your feedback. Carmen, it's an absolute pleasure. Okay, and I do feel like, I also feel like it was unnatural causes. I almost feel like there's more to the story than meets the eye, is what I'm being shown. I'm feeling like there's a cover-up, or there is a misdiagnosis or something. I feel like there's malice and ulterior motives here. I feel like there's this wasn't unnatural causes. This was purposeful, and I almost feel like I could even put it down to being a murder. It definitely wasn't a suicide, but it could be a murder. And it has gone misdiagnosed or misinvestigated, maybe, or not investigated. I feel like there is a male that is involved in it, a very big man. I feel like there's a lot of greed surrounding him. Okay, there are a lot of abuse, a lot of greed, a lot of emotional abuse, as well as physical abuse. However, I don't feel like it was investigated. I feel like they just put it down to either an accident or it was put down to unnatural causes or natural causes. But it was very well covered up. Okay, Ada, thank you for that confirmation there. Abusive husband, not investigated. Okay, Ada, what your mom is saying to you is, yes, she went too quickly, and yes, it was under circumstances that were not in anybody else but somebody's control. However, she says you need to move on. She says you hold yourself in this place of grief for way too long. She sees you crying in the dark when nobody can see you. She sees you isolating yourself. I feel like you have completely withdrawn from yourself. I feel like you have withdrawn from the family. You feel like you've been betrayed. You hold such regret regarding your mom's death that you blame yourself daily for it. And she wants you to know, I'm getting a name. I think it's a nickname that she calls you. It's another language. And she's calling you this, and she's saying it's not your fault. It's not your fault. There's nothing you could have done about it. And she wants you to know that wherever you go, she's with you. No matter what you do, she's proud of you. But she says, let go of that grief. It's going to destroy you. Okay. I feel like you beat yourself up so badly about it, and there's nothing you could have done. There's nothing you could have done. And she's saying to me, stop beating yourself up. It's like you're going around in circles, like over and over and over the same thing. It's like you're hitting your head against the wall and going over and over and over. And it's not going to change a thing. And she says to me, stop. So let you stop. I get the smell of drugs, Ada. I get the smell of drugs, like marijuana, cannabis, whatever. And I feel like this man is or was a man who abused narcotics. I feel that was part of how he got your mom to the point that he did. Okay. But she's saying to me, there's no use in beating yourself up because she's gone. But she's gone from this earth, but she's not gone from your life. And she's saying to you, stop beating yourself up. She's begging you. It's going to destroy you. So please, if you need help, if you need counseling, if you need to see a grief counselor, then go and see that. If you need healing of a more holistic type, contact one of us advisors that we can help you and go through the healing process with you. But you can't do this on your own. You can't bash your head against the wall so many times and expect not to get a headache. So please, she's saying to me that she is fine on that side. She's sorry that she left. She's sorry that she had to go, but she had no choice. Okay. She also tells me she couldn't have lived another day with that man. And she said, you'll know what she means by that. Okay, but she sends much love. Oh, the tragedy. Do you do something to celebrate or acknowledge her for birthdays and special occasions? because I see her coming forward with a plate, and she's giving it to you as an offering. I feel like it's something that you, biscuits or cookies or cupcake type things that she used to make for you, and she's bringing it forward to give to you and say, don't be sad, these will make you feel better. Just as some people say, well, ice cream fixes anything. So she feels like this plate, it might not be for birthdays or anything like that, but it may be just that it's a acknowledging or telling you, remember her on those days. Okay, I hope that makes sense. She liked baking. Okay, so she's showing me a tray of cakes or cookies with icing, and I can literally smell it. I can literally smell it. Wafting through. You could always smell when she was baking, and it used to draw you closer. I see you as a little child, licking the bowl, and she laughs and she says, "Yeah, that's right." Licking the bowl with chocolate and all the batter, but she wants you to know that she's okay. Okay, she says she is with you in the wind, in the rain, in the snow, and in the sun. Okay, I hope that makes sense to you, and I hope that can bring you some closure. Thank you for that confirmation, Ada. Okay, Lucy. Am I saying that right? Lucy. Okay, what's... For those who just joined, welcome. If you haven't liked, subscribed, and shared, please do so. Please also click the thumbs up button and click the bell next to the subscribe button as well, so you can get updated on our live streams. Okay, Lucy, any messages from my grandpa for what's to come, please? His initial is M. Lucy, I'm getting a Michael or Mark or Michael coming through. Or Mickey. But I feel like people refer to him as a shortened version of his name. I feel like he passed with a lot of regret. Like he feels he didn't live his life like he should have lived his life. And the message that he's giving, he says he made a lot of mistakes. Was he called Manny? And did he speak with an accent? Did he have a foreign accent? Because I've got this man coming through with this foreign type of accent. He's got a real different accent. Very strong personality type of man. But he says to me that he made some really bad mistakes and really made bad judgments in his lifetime, and he says the consequences of which may only have been discovered after his death, and he apologizes to the family for that. I feel like he passed suddenly, and it was very unexpected. I'm almost feeling like it's something to do with money. Was he in a hospital? Was he in a hospital for any period of time? because of something that had happened, that people put down to an illness or something had gone wrong. But I feel like it was almost like not a self-inflicted, but it was inflicted on him. I feel like there's drugs with money surrounding his death. Not necessarily narcotics as in drugs, but I feel like it could be medication that he was taking that caused a problem that resulted in him going to the hospital. I feel like he was in business with somebody, and this businessman got greedy. I feel like a misdiagnosis as well of his illness, where he was being given medication, possibly for the wrong diagnosis, which caused him to end up in hospital and ultimately for him to die. But I feel like there was a lot of stress that caused. Basically, what I'm saying is there was a business that caused him stress. Then he was given medication that caused even more stress because it put his body under stress. And that on top of his business, it was more than he could cope with. I almost feel like he was, when he died, he was at the point of almost like he wanted to kind of almost at the point where he'd given up on life completely, and he was, if he could have, he would have taken his own life. I feel like he could have even taken an overdose of medication, which is why which actually resulted in him dying. But it was put down to the fact that he had all these underlying illnesses that he'd been diagnosed with. He does say, however, he does apologize to the family. He is sorry. He's sorry he departed before his time, but he wants you to know that he is okay. He says to me that there is something that is coming up. Is somebody getting married or is somebody having a baby? I feel like there's something's coming. Or a birthday. An anniversary, a birthday. Okay. Lucy, did your uncle, does that describe your uncle? He's a very big man that comes through. I've actually got three people here. Okay, Lucy. Okay. All right. Okay, I've got this tall man, I've got a slightly shorter man, and I've got a very big man standing next to each other. They're all not huge, but they're not short. But the one man is quite a lot bigger than the others in build, more stocky. Ada, it's a pleasure. I hope it brings you closure. Carmen, it's a pleasure. Okay, Lucy, all three of them are stepping forward. All of them have great regrets. I feel like this was are they foreigners? They come across to me as foreigners. They come across to me as people from another country, because they're speaking a different type of language to English. It's kind of like they're rambling on and skittering about me, but I can't understand what they're saying. And just asking my guides to translate for me. Okay, all right. I've got these three men that come through. One I can confirm is your uncle, and the other one I can tell you is your grandpa, and the other one is your dad. No, not your dad. Not your dad. Here's the other one. This is your dad still here? Is he still here in the physical? Okay, there's another man with your grandpa and your uncle. And I'm feeling like he's related on your father's side. Could be a brother, another brother. It could be a child that your parents lost. He seemed to be younger than your uncle and your grandfather. It could be a child that somebody has lost along the way, a miscarriage or a stillbirth or something like that. But the three of them are together. Okay, there's something coming up where the whole family is going to be together. Okay, there's some sort of gathering that's going to happen. Okay, thank you for that. Thank you, Lucy, for that. Okay, I've got these three guys coming through. They're speaking a very foreign language to me. It sounds like Greek, but I'm not fluent in Greek, so I wouldn't be able to tell you. But I've asked Spirit to just bring the message that they want to bring. They seem to be quite agitated. I'm feeling like they kind of like almost like they don't want to talk. They're very short with the communication. I'm feeling like the one man is saying, there's a lot of stuff that you don't need to know. There's a lot of stuff that has come to light since the passing of them, and some stuff that will still come to light. I feel like your dad may know about this, but nobody's talking. It's kind of like I'm looking at it and I'm thinking the first word that comes to mind is mafia, kind of scenario, and it's kind of like I don't want to bring out anything because I'm feeling like they'll get angry with me. So all I can say to you right now is they are all fine. They are all happy, they are all whole, and they are all together. I do get a confirmation that that I am being shown papers. I am being shown that something is being hidden. I feel like even your parents may be hiding something from you. There's something that you don't need to know. Don't go digging for things under every rock because you'll get stung by a scorpion. Okay. So what Spirit is saying to me is the other boy, the man that is there is the departed that your mom lost. It was a boy, and he is with your uncle and grandfather. I do feel like you hold a whole lot of regret because of the fact that you weren't there for him at the end, or you felt that you weren't there for them at the end. However, Spirit wants you to know that everything happened as it should have. Okay. There's a reason you weren't there, and there's a reason that you weren't brought into a lot of things. So sometimes it's really hard for us to accept this, but sometimes it is what it is. So just know that you have got guardian angels watching over you. Your little brother, well, he'll be your big brother actually, comes through as your guardian angel, one of your guardian angels. So he is with you at all times. And there's a message for your mom and dad and for you. And I feel like they're saying, forgive. You don't have to forgive and forget, but just forgive and move on. Okay. There's no, as the saying goes, there's no point in crying over spilt milk, because the cat's going to drink it up. But I feel like you don't need to go digging under every stone for answers. Just leave it be. It is what it is. Okay. But they send much love. They send many blessings. And they're very proud. Grandpa especially is very, very proud of you. Yeah, I'm really being shown, Lucy, don't go looking for the answers, because it's not going to serve any purpose. I feel like you need healing. I feel like you need help in releasing what is sitting inside you, because there's a lot of anger and there's a lot of frustration and there's a lot of remorse. And I feel like you need to deal with that. So I hope that brings you clarity, and I hope that brings you to a point where you can forgive. Forgiving is never an easy thing, but it's a very necessary thing. Okay. Okay, I think we'll do our last one. Dead Mirror, are you still here? Lucy, thank you for that clarity and confirmation. Okay, we'll do our last one before we cross over to messages on the Facebook page, which I will do as a live feed as well. I'll just need a few minutes to make some more hot chocolate, because mine is ice cold now, and to set up the feed. But we will go directly from this onto the live feed for the Facebook. Okay, I think we're going to leave it there. I hope that this has brought clarity to a lot of people. I feel that there's a lot of energies out there that people have experienced such trauma and such pain, and they feel like they haven't received the justice that they deserve, or the justice that their loved ones have deserved. And I will address that in one of the other videos that I'm doing during the course of the next couple of weeks. Please like, subscribe, and share our channels. Please invite your friends and family to our pages, channels, and so forth. If you would like to book a private reading, please feel free to do so. I will post the link in the links in the comments box now, and you can also find everything on Facebook. We are running a special on all of our readings for this weekend. Yeah, you can go and have a look there. The readings that I've just posted are for crossing overs. They are available on booking only, and can be done anytime this weekend. Please also feel free to contact me if you would like to book a reading, if you would like to buy a voucher for anybody, or if you would like to get any of the readings. For those who don't know me, please go to our Facebook page and read up. I have been a psychic medium for almost all my life. I don't think there's much that I haven't seen, heard, or experienced. And I'm not shocked by anything that occurs. I've seen it and heard it all. So yeah, if there's anything that you need assistance with, any healings you need, any assistance, please feel free to contact me. Our WhatsApp number and our links are in the feed. Please join us shortly on the next live feed, where we will be doing some readings and some motivational cards for the people that are on the feed. I will just post the feed of where we are going to be, so that you can follow along if you like. But we will be doing it as a live reading. So yes, we will be doing that. A lot of people, I will be doing also on the weekend, I will also be doing an article or online video on the importance of protecting yourself. There's a lot of nonsense going on, and I just really feel spirits encouraging me to equip everybody to be able to protect themselves. So yeah, if you would like to join us there, please just watch for the live feed. That means you have to like and subscribe and hit that bell button. If you feel that you would like to book a reading, you can WhatsApp me on the number provided this evening, and we can book readings for tomorrow. Otherwise, you can feel free to contact me anytime on the weekend. We will be going live shortly with the Facebook readings. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Please do like, share, and subscribe. And at the end of the weekend, the person that has shared the most will win a reading, a 30-minute reading. So like, subscribe, share, and share like hell on Facebook. Thanks, guys. Have a very blessed and wonderful evening and a great weekend. Thank you for being with us.